What is going on, community? What is going on, people of Earth? Welcome back to the Flash by Night channel, and welcome back to Transformers Thursday. It's been a long time since I've done Transformers Thursday, and we're going to try to knock the rust off with Transformers Shattered Glass 2, issue number 5, the end of the Shattered Glass tale, and the end of Transformers at IDW. For those who are new here, Shattered Glass is basically a tale about an alternate universe where Autobots are evil and the Decepticons are good, or at least neutral. I'm going to try and catch you up to speed really quick, but I'm also going to drop a playlist here and at the end of the video in case you want to go back and really see what I'm talking about with the Shattered Glass universe. So the main antagonist of Shattered Glass 2 is this evil version of Ultra Magnus. He has captured Optimus Prime, and we just found out in the last issue that Prime was still alive. He also has the spark of Starscream, which we found out in the first Transformers Shattered Glass story is the only spark on Cybertron strong enough to wake the Titan Metroplex. And he wants to wake the Titan Metroplex for power and to take over Cybertron once and for all. He's backed up by this group called the Wreckers, whose leader is Rodimus. And if you follow this story, you know that Rodimus is basically a psycho. I think we can catch up to the rest of it in story. So let's do that, shall we? So we pick up on the battlefield where Soundwave is trying to help Megatron out, but Megatron knows that Soundwave needs to stop Ultra Magnus before his plan fully takes shape. And there is one underrated character in this story who goes by Slicer, who to me looks like Wheeljack but just painted black. I don't know if there is an actual Autobot named Slicer, but Slicer has been back and forth with whether he wants to be a wrecker or not. And he ends up choosing to help out Soundwave, which is news to Soundwave's ear because Soundwave is a non-combatant. If you go back to some of the earlier stories, you find out that Soundwave was a morale guy, a communications guy for the Decepticons in the early days of the war. But he is not a combatant. He is not violent. I will say he may have to be before it's over. But right now he is benefiting from the help of Wheeljack when he doesn't want to hurt anyone. And if you remember earlier on, we said that we just found out that Optimus Prime was alive and he was not killed by Ultra Magnus. And the reason is Ultra Magnus wanted Prime's body. For all of Ultra Magnus's power, for all of his bluster, for all of his military might, he still lacks the confidence to try and lead the Autobots as Ultra Magnus himself. So he wants to lead the Autobots looking like, feeling like, and moving like Prime, even though he's still Ultra Magnus. Again, there are crazy things that happened in the past, so when you get a chance to catch up, hit the playlist. So Soundwave and Slicer end up in the belly of the beast. They end up having to fight their way out, and this is where Soundwave finally has the breakdown and finally has to inflict violence. And inflict violence he does, as you see a sword in the middle of Rodimus's head. Also, we see Jetfire trying to secure the spark of Starscream. Jetfire and Starscream were best friends and partners until all of this split them up, and Jetfire took the side of the Autobots. But over time, he changed. With the spark being taken and Ultra Magnus running out of troops, it is time for the one-on-one between Ultra Magnus and Soundwave. One shall stand, one shall fall. Except this time, the one person that Ultra Magnus thought he had left took the killing blow, took Ultra Magnus out, and basically saved Soundwave and the rest of the Decepticons. And that is basically how our story ends. We have Jetfire with Starscream Spark going to try and find Starscream and revive him one way or another. You also have Prowl, who is the third and almost forgotten warlord who's still out there, and Soundwave reminding us that Cybertron is worth fighting for. And that was the end of Transformers Shattered Glass 2, issue number 5, and the end of our 10-part Shattered Glass tale. My apologies to those who have been waiting for me to end this series and move on with Transformers Thursday. I've had some work things, some regular life things, nothing bad, just really busy, and we're going to try to get back on top of it. But as I said before, I'm going to put a playlist of Shattered Glass at the end of the video so you can check it out and catch up to where we are. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you saw something you liked. If you did enjoy yourself, hit that like button. And if you want to keep up with me, catching up with the Transformers, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Of course, feel free to leave comments. When we come back for the next Transformers Thursday, it's going to be back to the old school Marvel Transformers. I forget which issue I left off on, but I'll leave the playlist to the old school Marvel reviews too, so you can catch up. But as we always do at this time, love yourself, love others, and I will be back in a flash.